In the summer of 1992, a girl woke up and decided to check on her sick brother, Tommy. To comfort him, she went to the swimming pool to get his toy boat. Using a pool net, she tried to retrieve it from the bottom. Suddenly, something pulled her into the water. She saw her mom's reflection and swam up to reach her, but no one was there. The pool lights flickered as she struggled to stay afloat. She swam to the edge, but the toy boat floated away. When she finally grabbed it, something pulled her under again. She fought to get out, calling for help, but drowned. Her bunny slippers floated on the surface. The pool was clearly paranormal. One rainy day, Ray sat in his car, nursing a headache, as they visited a house they were considering buying. On their way back home, Ray spotted another house and decided to check it out. The broker informed them that it lacked the amenities of the previous house. While his wife, Eve, was exploring inside, Ray stood in front of the pool, the very same pool where a girl had drowned years ago. As they were leaving, Ray noticed a baseball floating in the water. He reached for it, but something pulled him into the pool. As he struggled, flashbacks of his baseball career flooded his mind. He managed to swim back to the surface, where his family rushed to help him. Ray assured them he was okay, but couldn't shake the feeling that there was something strange about the pool. Ray visited the doctor. She told him get a second-stage multiple sclerosis diagnosis and now he shouldn't bother about his baseball career anymore. While going back home, they decided to buy the haunted swimming pool. "Oh come on Ray, haven't you just drowned in that pool already?" So they started preparing the house and finally shifted their house, with their cat. While their daughter was in her new school, a random dude gave her a poster swimming club. She started picking interest in him. They were preparing and cleaning the swimming pool. While cleaning, Ray started telling about how he scored a huge shot while he was inserting his hand deeper into the drainage hole. Something stung on his hand and he started bleeding. The water started coming out of that hole. They called a technician to investigate the pool's issues. He informed them that it was a spring-fed pool. The next day, the family enjoyed a day of swimming, finding coins, and helping Ray with his water therapy. That night, Ray was reminiscing over old memories with a hand cam, while Eve, after finishing her schoolwork, decided to take a swim. While in the pool, she thought she saw Ray, but when she looked again, he was gone. Suddenly, the lights started flickering, and she quickly got out of the pool. After checking on their sleeping kids, she returned to her room and asked Ray if he had gone near the pool. He admitted he had fallen asleep watching TV. She suggested they get a pool cover and check the lights. Meanwhile, their cat lounged on the diving stand. She noticed a toy boat floating on the water. The next day, they found the cat's locket floating in the pool, which deeply concerned the family. Ray uncovered the wand he had gotten from the pool drain hole, only to find it mysteriously gone. He was surprised. That evening, they covered the swimming pool. While sleeping, Eve dreamed of being trapped inside the pool. When she woke up, she saw Ray swimming. The next day, Ray's doctor was astonished by his rapid healing. Ray was convinced it was because of the pool, so he started practicing in the water and exercising even more. Ray's son, Elliot, wanted to practice swimming in the pool, so Ray marked a coin and told him to throw it in. As Elliot dove into the water, he noticed more coins appearing, glittering as they sank. Intrigued, he swam deeper to catch them. When he looked up, he saw his dad's reflection on the water's surface. He quickly swam up, but no one was there. He figured his sister, Izzy, was playing tricks on him. Elliot swam under the diving stand and suddenly heard a loud thud. He emerged from the water but saw nothing. Then, a sound from one of the poolside holes caught his attention. A voice claimed to have his toy. Curious and slightly spooked, Elliot reached into the hole. As he pulled out his toy, a hand made of hair grabbed him tightly. Somehow, Elliot managed to free himself and ran to his mom, telling her about the incident. She rushed out to check the pool, but there was nothing unusual in the water. Later, the family went to Ray's baseball tryouts. At first, Ray struggled, missing his shots and even falling down. But on his next attempt, something triggered within him, perhaps something from the pool. He swung with incredible force, hitting the ball so hard it ruptured and flew an astonishing distance, crashing on the light, leaving everyone impressed. One evening, Ray and Eve planned to go out for dinner, leaving the kids at home. Izzy invited her boyfriend, Marco, over, and they played in the pool. Marco stepped out, and Izzy began drifting towards the deeper end. With her eyes slightly open, she saw a blurred figure calling her name. Mistaking it for Marco, she swam towards it but found no one there. Looking around, she saw a strange creature behind her that quickly vanished back into the water. Determined, she dove deeper, still thinking it was Marco, but only saw bubbles. Suddenly, the creature charged at her, grabbed her leg, and pulled her down. Panicked, she spotted a lighted opening and swam through it, emerging back at the surface. She was really scared of that pool monster inside. When Izzy's parents returned, her boyfriend left, leaving her puzzled by the mysterious pool creature that had tried to grab her. Elliot, sensing something was wrong, asked Izzy if she had seen anything strange in the pool. Izzy warned him not to tell their parents, fearing they might move away, even though the pool had helped Ray recover from his illness. During a pool party, Elliot went to the garage to get a camera. Marco called Izzy to join them in the pool, but she refused, terrified of encountering the creature again. Meanwhile, Elliot was getting the camera ready to capture anything unusual. A boy approached Ray for an autograph on the same ball he had hit and punctured. Ray then played with the kid in the pool. Eve confronted the broker, demanding to know the truth about the pool. The broker hesitated, then revealed that a family had once lived in the house but avoided using the pool due to a series of mysterious incidents. She recounted a chilling story about a young girl who had drowned there. Eve's heart raced as she asked if the girl's name was Rebecca. The broker's shocked expression confirmed it. Meanwhile, during the pool party, Ray was playing with a young boy when the creature's spirit entered Ray through his mouth. He began dragging the boy towards the deeper end, causing him to struggle for breath. Elliot, capturing everything on his camera, saw what was happening and rushed to tell his mom. They quickly pulled Ray and the boy out of the pool. That evening, after the pool party ended, the coach and his wife called the police, reporting an attempt on their child's life, but eventually they didn't file it and they returned. Eve then realized that something was wrong with the swimming pool, and the next day they decided to get away from the house as soon as possible. While driving away, Ray started feeling sick and his throat went pale and veins went purple. He started spitting blood and they had to drop their plan to go away. While Ray was lying on the bed, he started behaving strangely, saying, So out of anger, Eve decided to drain all the water from the pool. Determined to uncover the truth, she began researching the history of the house where she was living and discovered a disturbing pattern. Everyone who had lived there had gone missing. Her search led her to the grand mansion of the Summers family, where she hoped to unravel the mystery. Upon arrival, she was greeted by an elderly woman who spoke of her son, Thomas, who had built the mansion. Eve inquired about the house, the pool, and her deceased daughter. The mention of her daughter caused the old woman to break down, coughing violently as tears streamed down her face. Through her sobs, the old lady revealed that there had once been no pool or mansion. Instead, there had been a lake that granted wishes in exchange for a life. To ensure her son's success, she had sacrificed her daughter to the lake. The chilling truth of her actions had bound the house to a legacy of sorrow and disappearance. Eve told her that Rebecca is still in that pool asking for her mother, which shaken the old lady butt.
It'll be over soon. The water will sleep again.
That old lady was possessed with that demonic black water. She saw the water turning black and feeling the horror, she rushed back. The water started to rise again in the pool and Ray got possessed with that dark liquid. The kids were back home and they were calling their parents. While Elliot was drinking water, it had ripples coming out of it. Elliot went to look for his cat, but as he went near the pool it was completely filled with water. And on a floater, he saw the shadow of a cat. He went near the floater using the diving board. He tried to reach and somehow managed to pull the floater towards him, but it was empty. Instead, a demon pulled him into the water and started covering the pool. Her sister ran to help him by pulling the crank and suddenly, Eve showed up to help her out. Izzy ran to call for help, but she slipped and injured herself. She heard something and as she turned around she saw her dad, but he disappeared. Suddenly he reappeared in front of her as she was dialing for help and kicked her on the floor. He tried to drag her but pulled her hair out, giving Izzy a chance for escape. She tried to open the garage but she couldn't, so she hid behind some boxes. Suddenly a TV turned on and Ray appeared too, scaring her. Ray went away, locking her behind. As he was gone, Izzy took his baseball bat to protect herself. On the other side, Eve dived into the pool and kept swimming downwards until she found her son. Here we can see the love of a mother until what extent she can risk her own life to save her child. She took her and started swimming back to the surface, but so many of the dead people's souls shrouded her she kept going further and further, but she got confused about the direction. After a moment, Rebecca appeared and she gave that coin which Ray has given to Elliot way back. Eve took it and started swimming to the direction of opening. Though she was being followed by those souls, she finally came to the surface. As Eve desperately administered chest compressions to her son Elliot, Ray suddenly appeared behind her, lifting her off the ground. Struggling to free herself, Eve struggled to free herself as Izzy swung a bat at Ray's leg. With a final, forceful blow, Ray vomited the dark water that had possessed him. Eve and Izzy rushed to save Elliot while Ray, still under the influence of the malevolent force, stared into the pool, where the dark matter continued to churn ominously. Despite expelling the water, the sinister presence remained within him. The condition of Elliot was worsening.
Someone has to pay.
Finally, he went inside the pool, sacrificing himself in the pool for saving his child Elliot. Finally, he was gone. But he left behind a camera footage in which Ray was telling them he wanted to prove them how important they were to him. The pool was now refilled with the concrete. And with that, the story comes to an end. Thank you all for watching this horrific story with us. Make sure to subscribe for more content like this, and let us know in the comment what wish you would have asked for if you ever lived in this house. Thank you for watching. Please make sure to hit the like button and subscribe with the notifications on, so that you can get more awesome content like this.